It's the WP Minute. Support independent WordPress news like this. Join the Slack membership or purchase a classified listing in the weekly newsletter at thewpminute.com/support. Happy New Year. And now a word from our sponsor.
Hi, this is Rob Howard, the publisher of Master WP. As you know, one of our missions is to bring lots of new voices into WordPress and tech. That's why we're excited to announce our new Master WP workshop library with the goal of helping WordPress fans become WordPress experts. We've got a lineup of live and recorded sessions coming up in fall 2022. Check it out at workshops.masterwp.com and use the code WPMinute10 to get 10% off your registration. We'll see you there.
You know how it goes. Everything I mentioned here will be linked up in the newsletter and the blog post. Check out the WPMinute.com for the links. Let's get right into this most impactful news for your WordPress week. During the 2022 State of the Word event, Matt Mullenweg announced that the WordPress.org theme and plugin repositories would allow authors to categorize their entries as commercial or community products. Not long after, the feature became active. As Sarah Gooding reports for WP Tavern, authors are starting to opt in. Examples include Automatic's Akismet and Jetpack plugins, which are designated as commercial. Meanwhile, the default themes, such as 2023, are designated as community. WordPress developer Ronald Hureka has written a summary of the feature, including the differences between the available categories. Also included is a guide for developers who'd like to opt in. Next up, listen to the WordPress Maintenance Minute.
This is your 1 minute of WordPress maintenance news presented by Austin Ginder. As of November 28th, 2022, official support for PHP 7.4 has ended. Now is the time to upgrade PHP to version 8 by reaching out to your web host provider. Before upgrading, I recommend trying out the newer version of PHP on a staging environment or a local copy of your website. Tools like Dev Kinsta or Local WP can make a local copy of your website from host providers Kinsta and WP Engine. If upgrading PHP causes your website to crash, then check out my blog post titled Common PHP 8 Compatibility Fixes for WordPress, which will be found on the Anchor Hosting blog. On January 24th, Kinsta will begin upgrading their customers to PHP 8, so the sooner the better, unless you like surprises. Lastly, if you'd like a hassle-free WordPress hosting option, then check out Anchor Hosting. That's me. We include free site migrations and take care of PHP compatibility issues.
Okay, let's dive into these links you shouldn't miss. As one of the oldest WordPress form plugins, Contact Form 7 boasts over 5 million active installs, but it has tended to lag behind competitors when it comes to user interface. Developer Munar Kamal recently announced a third-party extension, CF7 Blocks, that adds block-based functionality. Longtime users will finally have an easy way to integrate their forms into the block editor. Stellar WP's Matt Cromwell has developed a Zapier automation that will provide the daily number of downloads for a plugin residing in the WordPress.org repository. The stats are compiled in a Google Sheet document. Cromwell also breaks down the value of this data in a separate blog post. 2022 was a busy year for WordPress Core. Core team representative JB Audrus shared a plethora of relevant data on Twitter to prove the point. For example, there were 2,597 commits made by a total of 988 contributors during the year. The thread features several charts that demonstrate how much work goes into building and maintaining the project. The complete review is available over at make.wordpress.org. That's not the only year in review worth mentioning. Several other WordPress community members have shared their own wrap-ups, including Syed Balki, founder and CEO of Awesomotive, Carrie Dills, WordPress developer and LinkedIn learning instructor, Katie Keith from Barn 2 Plugins, Alex Standiford and family, WordPress developer, and Wombat Plugins. Check those links out in the newsletter or over at the WP Minute. Okay, let's hop into the grab bag. It's time to take a look at some other interesting topics shared by our contributors right in the Slack channel you should join. Which AI platform is better at writing a WordPress plugin? Keenan Copenhaver pitted GitHub Copilot and ChatGPT against each other in a battle of the bots. Check out his blog post to find out more. Justin Ferriman looks at why blocks may play a key role in the next WordPress gold rush. With many WordPress community members moving to Mastodon, Antonio Combranero has written a guide for integrating the decentralized social platform. Over at The Verge, Monique Judge asks for a return to the days of personal blogging. How about that? WordCamp US will take place from August 24th through the 26th, 2023 in National Harbor, Maryland. The event has recently posted an open call for organizers. Video of the week. You can subscribe over at youtube.com/@WPMinute. You can become a viewer. You can just stay a listener here on the podcast, become a reader on the newsletter, the WPMinute.com/subscribe. We do it all. Social media is a mess and walled gardens are a risk. Given the current situation, the WP Minute breaks down why WordPress is the most important piece of software for 2023. Check out that video or read that blog post. Thanks to all of the members who shared these links today: Matt Cromwell, Justin Ferriman, and Keenan Copenhaver. Thanks to you, dear listener or viewer or reader, for tuning in to your favorite 5 minutes of WordPress news every Wednesday. You can support independent content like this by purchasing us a digital coffee at the WPMinute.com/support or join the Link Squad membership for $79 a year to support the show and become a producer of the WP Minute right here at the WPMinute.com/support. That's it for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, please share it wherever you do social media and jump on the mailing list at the WPMinute.com.